I wasn't wrong, right? In reality, there were actually three girls and an actual liar. Actually true, actually wrong. They are actually three girls, liars. Okay, so hmm. Okay, now we are going to continue. Last time, I think last week, let's see the flowchart and introduce ourselves as a wolf. Then meet a special girl that is called Cat. Okay. And then there were an option. Suddenly at night, cats tried to attack us without any reason whatsoever. And then when we are trying to avoid her attack, we end up getting killed instead. So then we choose another option. And then one of the girls, basically Cat, her name is Manshu, told us that the reason why he tried to kill us because he was scared of the swine demon. But at the same time, he would like to actually have a revenge to swine demon. Then there is interesting thing happen. The interesting thing happens that on the year of 1632, Mansui or Cat told us that she is actually 14 years old. No, she is actually 8 years old. No, 11. But we get a flashback. Her flashback is 8 on the year 1626. So her real age is actually close to 13 or 14. So that's from these two scenes, we know Mansui is a liar. But why she's lying and why she suddenly want to kill us and regarding swine demon, I don't know. We are continuing the story and let's go to chapter 4, the shadow play. There's still, I shouldn't go look through because I don't want to get spoiled. Okay, let's go shadow play. This one, right? The early morning, a light mist covered the mountain and forest. The sun broke through the haze, shining on our campsite. The birds were already up at this hour, chirping without fatigue, as if signaling the lambs that it's time to get up. Yeah, hi Roy, how are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? I'm looking forward to our escort mission. We are escorting 3 girls and a liar. Okay, maybe I shouldn't call her a liar, right? If I call her a liar, this will be difficult for me to actually empathy with her, and later maybe I need to save her. Let's continue first. Okay, I will call her Mansui, not a liar. Even though we both know that she's a liar. Throughout the night, I remained vigilant to observe the surroundings. I held onto my blade, leaning against a tree, waiting the breaks of dawn. Mansui Manset was surprisingly good. Despite the event of last night, it didn't seem to go. Yeah, once she's a, I don't know whether Mansui is actually a pathological liar. You know, a person that always lies, not because they want to tell lies, but they cannot help to tell lies. Or Mansui actually lie on purpose. She has something that she doesn't want to tell us. She already have a purpose, and that's why she need to lie to us. Second version. Oh, do you like the love and deep space? Do you like it? Do you like it? Do you like love and deep space? Like, think about it. A pathological liar probably is not as dangerous as the second one. Like when you deliberately lie and you are so good at it and you want to make people actually believe you so you get an advantage. That's actually Mansui is a cat, right? Is cat a liar? Cat is smart, right? I'm leaning forward that Mansui is actually deliberately telling lie to us. So she's not a pathological liar. She is a liar with purpose. Must hide something, but we don't know yet for now. Anyway, let's go. Perhaps my spanking last night left her bottom too sore to lie down, so she chose to sleep on her stomach. With arm crossed on the ground, she nestled her head between them, half dozing with her backside in the air. Even more like a cat. See, exactly. I thought I won't like it, but I'm actually enjoying it. It's pretty nice, right? I think it's pretty nice, Roy. Uh, After observing Mansui for a while, I took a brief glance at other lamb and tongue. Midway through, I took a short nap, attempting to sleep with my eyes open. I tried sleeping with my eyes open several times over the year. Can someone actually speak with their eyes open? How does it even work? When you sleep, your eyes open, your brain will keep on working, right? Because you keep on giving signal to your brain, and then your brain keep on doing image processing, and it will never stop resting. Yeah, she hasn't told the whole truth. Guess he can trust the MC yet. Maybe. Do you think, Roy? Do you think Mansui is actually a good person, or she's a bad person, or she's somewhat in between? After a couple of hours of restlessness, I witnessed the sunrise across the hill as dawn arrived and Tong wake up.
起きろみんな起きろ先は急ぐぞ
Tang, freshly awake from urged the lamb to get up. He faced, shouted, and tapped his dagger on the tree next to the lamb, passionately poking them. The lambs rubbed their eyes, sat up, and then stood up one by one. After everyone woke up, we hit the road. Sun was in the east, and we walked through it. After an hour walking, the lamb suddenly called.
亮様ちょっと
What is it? What is it on her? Exactly. Potty
いい
again?
えお腹が空いたんです妹も私も
Yeah, makes sense. They don't eat much. They only eat twice a day, and probably it's just a basic provisioning. So, oh, I'll go get some grab. Oh, you cannot. Liang is actually a kind person, right? I mean, he become a criminal because of situation, not he enjoying being a criminal. Tang, on the other end, I feel like he enjoy being a criminal. They're like, I don't know. There are some people that actually do something bad for because they cannot help it. They need to survive to do something bad. But at the same time, there are some people that they actually do something bad because they enjoy it. But if this is the case, right? Can we actually justify one action, not the other? Or they are just both evil? This is actually interesting point of view. Like if you can actually have someone to talk to you about this.
亮待て
See, exactly. Rio immediately she saw the kid actually ask something. Um, our Liang, for example, Liang, they call it Rio in Japanese. I don't know why the names are not just they call it Liang. Maybe because it's difficult to pronounce in Japan. They call it Rio. And Rio means dragon, I think. I don't know. Ryu is dragon, not Rio. And Liang is the one that means dragon in China, not Liang. I think so. I headed for the saddlebag and the bomber tongue stopped me. Exactly.
子羊の言いなりになってどうするほっとけ俺たちには決まりがあるんだぞ食事は毎日正午と夕方だけそうしないと子羊も管理できないし時間もなくなる
Okay. I nodded and pulled back my hand from reaching the tongue was right. Rules bring order. Fetching grab every time a lamb is hungry would disturb the routine and prevent them from realizing their disadvantage. Hang in there a bit longer. I'll distribute ration. I walk over to Hong Er and relay my news. Her face showed a hint of disappointment. I glance at them without saying more and continue on my way. Keep going on the mountain path, moving slow to accommodate the light. Climb up a bit, then went down another stretch. Past experience suggests we were in the South Suahua Mountain into Mount Huamsan territory. Densely limited visibility, I couldn't spot Mount Hansan Peak. At noon, everyone was a bit hungry, and the lamb were showing sign of fatigue. We decided to take a short break and grab some food. Right at the moment, something unexpected happened. What? Do they actually have a tiger?
りょう、早く来い。
Tang, at the front of the line, suddenly yelled. He saw something in the woods, a surprised look on his face. Wait for me to come over. I was puzzled. I cautiously moved over, hands on the blade. Corpse. Same corpse that we are actually killing at the very beginning? No, it's different, right? Clearing away the branches, what came into view was a lifeless body. Oh, I don't mean to show you this kind of body, but leaning against a tree, probably a man. The reason I said probably was he had dead for days, making it hard to distinguish his figure. Ah, okay. It's not someone that we killed, so it's different. Tree is connected to the white bones, bone fused with flesh, flesh clinging to clothing, all bound together. Ew. Oh, I can't. Oh my god, I imagine it in my head. Oh, this is bad. Shrouded with a black cloth on the head, dressed in black robe, hair unkempt. Face mostly hidden in the shadow of his hair, but glimpses of blood hole peeking through the front. Countless ants crawl over his mangled body, flies buzzing around. They darted in and out of his flesh, feasting on the man's bones. I mean, circle of life, you get eaten after you die. I was curious why the body didn't stink. When I noticed the insect, the foul odor hit my nose, carried by the wind. Okay, gross. Suddenly, the disgusting smell of the corpse hits me, filling my lung and making my stomach churn. Hua, who came with us, got a big scare when she saw the corpse.
しー、叫ぶな。
Hong gave Xinghua a fierce look. Xinghua quickly stepped back in fear. Hong also noticed the corpse, didn't stare, just rushed to block from seeing. And Su got a little bit jittery seeing the corpse. Compared to the other girl, she held up. Exactly. I mean, she's actually already old enough. But still, if you see someone die, like if I suddenly see corpses, I wouldn't probably held up, especially if I'm a little girl. Then it actually raised a question. Has she seen corpses before? Well, she did try to kill us, so she must be ready to see someone die. Kept staring at the body, looking kinda spaced out. So what she was thinking about is this interesting. Badly injured on the neck. I held my nose and leaned over to check the body. The man had a neat cut on his neck. Even though the blood had dried, it was clear that this cut ended his life. Dead for over 10 days. Definitely not an animal's doing. Someone killed him. Should I be worried this particular someone is still nearby? Corpse is in good shape. No big beasts have come to it.
すると、近くに盗賊がいるのは悪い知らせだが、野獣がいないのはいい知らせか。
Might not be bandits. Could be someone from his same group. They have a fight and you get killed. It's crazy to have your friend kill you because over an argument. But then again, if you see a lot of homicides or a lot of cases, most of the time they know the victim and they actually trying to actually do something to the thief they end up killing. That's why you should generally be a kind person is actually more advisable. This rouse not an official rule. We've been through it before. Hardly ever run into bandits. I will be throwing up if I was simply nothing. And I'm not okay. Exactly. But Mansui hold up. The lady Mansui, she holds up. So something, it's either she saw corpses before or something else. Or she killed someone before. We don't know. Nowadays, traveler killing each other isn't uncommon. Yeah, I share my suspicion, stealing a glance at Mansui behind me. Indeed, had I been less cautious last night, I might have been killed by her and left sprawled by the lake. A fortnight later, my remains would be fished for insects discovered amid horrified screams. With that in mind, I feel the urge to give her a strength lesson against her.
りょう、何か持ってないか探ってみてくれ。
Alright, I'm going to check on him. And during the other, Tang and I decided to scavenge the corpse. This was our custom. In the forest, we always resemble wolves. Wolves would bite down on prey worth by this, and they'd gnaw on the level.
何もねえ、身ぐるみ剥がされてやがる。本当に盗賊の仕業のようだ。
Not empty-handed. At least, I found this. I presented Tang with a unique find. Despite finding nothing on the man, we came across a wooden box nearby. Why the fuck you take a wooden box near a corpses? I don't get it. That wooden box might be the one that curses the man to die, and maybe there is some kind of curses. I know in reality, in real life, where we live, we don't really believe in such thing, curses, ghosts, or whatever, bad juju or something like that. But still, there is a box next to someone that is dying. Maybe the box is actually one of the reasons why that particular person is dead on the first place. Oh my god. And then you just take it like that without even looking at what's inside the box. I don't get it. I don't get it. You know what? I don't know. Let's just go on with this. What the hell is doing? I don't know. It's not my option, but he just do it. And then when he has trouble, I need to pick for him. The box was a rich, dark woods, the specific kind unknown to me. Rich, dark wood. So this is not just a regular box. About 3 feet in length. 3 feet! That is basically 3 subway. Hey, 3 feet. Subway is 12. How long is a subway? 6 feet? No, 3 feet. Subway is foot long, right? So 3 subway. Okay. I will imagine 3 subway. Like half a foot long is a subway, right? Okay. That's pretty long. That's even in real life, touching whatever you find next to a skull is asking for trouble. Exactly, Roy. This is crazy. It housed a donkey hide. Okay. What's inside? 2 braces and 3 differently sized brushes and knife. For 4 free cut puppets and a cluster of dice bottle. Okay, it's basically an art and craft stuff, but it's so weird. What is there anything important from this finding? You know what? Maybe there is. I knew this thing. He knew this thing. Do you actually the one that killed the person? The wooden box contained item for shadow play. What the hell is a shadow play? Like you play with shadow?
なんだこりゃ。
Yeah, exactly. What is this? Used for shadow plays performance, but what is shadow?
影絵劇？じゃあ、この男は役者か？
Okay, never mind. Just thinking he's a performer. Not necessarily, but maybe just had to resort to shadow plays as a mean of making a living. I casually told Tang as I spoke. I began packing up the man's wooden box, intending to stow it away to our belonging. He doesn't give a shit. He took someone's else belonging, and that particular someone is already dead.
おい、りょう、そんなガラクタが欲しいのか？盗賊でさえ欲しがらないんだぞ。街で売ったところでいくらになる？
I just wanted. What? Why the hell you just wanted? You just want someone else belonging that someone is already dead for what? What if this is the problem though? What if we took this thing and then suddenly the real person that killed that particular man actually kill us instead? Like they hunted us down because we just keep on picking someone else things. You know, there must be a family get a revenge or something like shit like that. This is crazy.
じゃあそいつは食料から遠く離してくれ。匂いが移っちまう。
Yeah, Tom was right. Luckily, this smoke was already far from the corpses. Now it's even more suspicious. Saying that, I wedged the golden box into the gap in the stump of the pack horse.
ますます食欲がなくなってきた。
Missed lunch by 2 hours. Finding a dead body tended to ruin everyone's appetite. Obviously, during this time, Xinghua and Hong-er struggled with nausea, like disturbed by memory of the corpse. They held back from vomiting, not wanting to lose precious food. Vomiting would mean one less meal, exactly. Good for them, trying to hold back, and it might draw attention, risking scolding from us. 2 hours later, Tang and I handed out the grubs to the lamb. I took a short nap at noon. Tang took the lambs at the bathroom bags. Then he also rested for a bit while keeping watch. Okay, the music gets better, so maybe something bad won't happen. It's pretty good music. In the afternoon, we walk along stretch of mountainous trail. It's a very pretty good OST. It got tougher. With a good stretch of unused trail, we pushed through the weed, and sometimes I had to use my blade to cut through thorns blocking the way. One leg got a bit shaky, and there was a moment when she slipped into mountain ditch. Luckily, she had a rope tied around her waist, and we swiftly pulled her back up. After getting pulled up, she was still shaken. Pang mocked with a few minutes comment. Mansui approached, took her hand, and confronted her. Okay, Mansui is actually understanding. Sis, I don't know how to feel about her. At one point, she's shady and she's a liar, but this is show that she's actually care. Shivering and teary-eyed, Xinghua slowly calmed down with Mansu's silent comfort. Mansu took care of things for us. Tang and I weren't going to coddle the sensitive lamb. Exactly. Even Tang had to admit, well, this mute lamb is the most worry-free. No, you don't know shit, Tang. As Tang said that, I glanced at Mansui. At the moment, she raised her eyes and looked at me with a hint of smugness, as if to say, see, I fooled him. Her look made me want to punch her. Don't punch a kid, Liang. I knew she was faking being mute, lied about her age, and was the trickiest, most dangerous troublemaker. To keep her alive, I kept it to myself, not telling Tang any of it. Come to think of it, why am I even bothered to keep these girls alive? Why did I cover up what happened last night from Tang? May not be best buddy, but after all we've been through together. Why was I reluctant to spill the bean? Every time I wanted to spill the bean to Tang, I felt this tightness in my chest, making me choose to keep covering for her. Exactly. I think our MC, despite being a criminal, wasn't really a bad person. Like he doesn't enjoy being a criminal. MC really doesn't hold back even against kids. Yeah, exactly. But he still have a kind heart, you know. Like I know, it's so wrong to say a criminal or a bandit have a kind heart, but at the same time, I don't know. It's because of the circumstances. I bet if the MC actually has a better better option, better means of sustain himself. I don't think he will just go and kill people. I don't know. I think he genuinely can be a good guy. Tang, however, I'm not sure. Look at his face. It was stifling. At night, the lambs had another meal or ration and water. After eating, Tang and I had to get fire going and arrange the bed.
りょう、口なしの縄をほどいてやろ
Okay. Why?
う。インさんは聞き分けがいいから縛らなくていいと言ってた。最初は信じられなかったが、今は縛らなくていいと
Oh
思う。
my god, Tang! She's trying to kill us. She was trying to kill me last night. And gods know if you actually untied her? I'm actually legit scared. What if she actually killed both of us?
ほどいてやれば、木の枝を拾う人間が一人増える。毎日の作業も早く終わる。
Can't trust this brat. I shot a cold look at Mansui and said to Tang.
俺より警戒心が強くなったな。安心しろ。子羊一匹じゃ何もできまい。
Bro, completely fooled by her. Exactly.
逃げられんのさ。
Exactly. She get fooled by Mansui. Fine, just untie her at this time every day. I agree with Tang and went up to untie my suit. While doing so, I kept close eyes on her. Of course, I didn't trust her. I still haven't trusted her. Even though I had taken away her small dagger and searched her thoroughly to make sure she had no hidden weapon, if she found a chance to grab a sharp stone and attack our neck and poke my eyes, it would be pretty dangerous. Exactly. Go. Get us some firewood. I untied the rope from her waist and gave her a stern order. She didn't dare to defy, nodded, and went off to collect some firewood. Night, Tang would sleep first, and then it would be my turn. I got a couple hours to spare, so I might as well make the most of it. In the next few days, staring at the sleeping lambs wouldn't refill so much, so I need to find something else. I took out the wooden box from my stuff and put it in the grass. It contained items for shadow plays, and I went through each one. Briefly, I sniffed them to make sure there was no stench from the corpses. Luckily, the box had only slight smell, and everything inside was clean. Okay, that's good. I took a deep breath and laid out the donkey hide from the box in the front of campfire. The donkey hide was thin and had specially polished. I unfolded the donkey hide, spreading it out in front of the campfire by holding the two corners. The campfire lights, upon touching the donkey hide, sprayed softly, creating a gentle glow covering its surface. Oh, I remember. This donkey hide was called a white screen. In shadow play, performers set up a white screen with a wooden frame and light it up with the lamps. Then performers can control the puppets behind the white screen. Oh! I think I might know what is this. I don't know. There is a puppet behind the white screen. I think I might know what kind of things is this one. But I need to make sure is this correct. Now the challenge, because I know similar thing I come from, like in Indonesia, there is what they call like maybe something similar to shadow play. How can you support a white screen with two sticks?
様、そうじゃないです。
Okay. As I pick up the two stick, unsure how to set up the white screen, I heard a voice beside me. Mansui spoke to me in a harsh tone. I glanced at her and took a quick look at the others around. Tang had his head tilted back, eyes shut, and the rest of the kids were scattered on the ground like a tip-over basket of radishes. They were all asleep with steady breathing. No wonder she dared to speak up. Know how to do it? I asked Mansui. Nodded, ready to come over and help. However, as he took the first step, the rope wasn't long enough. She looked at the rope around her waist, then glanced at me with pleading. Look at me, and I looked back at her. Okay, I'll undo it for you, don't try anything. I walked over, and untie the rope around her waist from behind. They are still sleeping. Let's not wake them up. We'll find another spot, carry the stuff here, and light a new fire to figure it out. I glance at the sleeping group and whisper to Mansui. He nodded in agreement. Okay. Wait, you are supposed to watch the other though. If you go away somewhere else, if something happened to them, what if there is an animal like a bear or something? You will be too late because you are 50 paces away. I don't get it. This actually scares me. Scares the shit out of me. What if something happened to the other kids? It had a good view of the camps while being well concealed itself. I told Mansu to gather some fresh wood and I went back to the campfire for a flame. I got some burning wood from the campfire and went back to the cliff. I threw the flame onto the new wood piles. Mansu and I watched as new fire slowly lit up, brightening the cliffs around. How did you learn how to do
お
this?
じじが影絵劇をやってたんです。父も習って私にも教えてくれました。
Okay. Grandfather used to perform shadow play. Okay.
一度家の食料がなくなってお金が必要になった時、父に連れられて隣村で劇をしてたくさん稼いだこともありました。
Okay. How much do
基
you
本
know?
なら何でも。
Mansu told me, taking the flame and white screen out of my hand. Threaded the flame through a small hole next to white screen. Her wrist thinner than the frame, weaving back and forth, slowly fitting the frame into the white screen.
りょう様、支柱は高さが足りないです。2本少ない。木の枝とそれを縛る紐が必要です。
Oh my god, you really need a lot of things, aren't you, Mansui? He got stuck halfway, seemingly facing problem. Go find
で
some.
も紐がどこにあるかわかりません。
Alright, I'll go. I got up and went to fetch what's in it. What if when we went back, she tried to kill me again? No, right? No, that's gonna happen, right? I went back to the camp, grabbed 2 thin ropes from our equipment, and picked up some branches. Returning to the cliff where Mansu and I were, I handed her the item. She started tying the support frame and small branches with the rope, and threaded the small branches to the white screen. In no time, she had set up a white screen in front of the
りょう
campfire.
様、どうして白幕を立てるんですか？
Why do you want to set up the white screen? After finishing the setup, Mansui curiously asked me. I'm just bored. There must be, I don't know, just bored? There must be more things other than just bored. This is just a lazy thing that you don't want to explain, but you actually is not just bored. I replied casually.
りょう様は私に影絵劇を教えてほしいんですか？
Don't try to be friendly. At least this time you will die after 15% of the story. Roy, chat, stop! Stop! We are not gonna die again, okay? We are not gonna die. I'm actually sure. Teach me, you know, I'm bored anyway.
はい。私もりょう様の役に立ちたい。この前は怒らせてしまって罪滅ぼしがしたいと思ってました。
I cannot trust her fully, but at the same time, I don't know, like, she seems to be nice. Or maybe this is part of her act. I don't know. I can't. She lies about us with her real age. Like she says she's 11, but she's actually almost 13. 14 is actually old enough in this age. It's almost an adult. Mansui continued checking the white screen, screaming as he spoke. The brat knew how to talk. Exactly. She's not a brat. She's almost adult. However, she didn't simply piss me off. She wanted me dead. This. Even the MC remember this. I'm not the only one. She wanted me dead. Like yesterday, I kept that in mind.
りょう様、白幕は立てたけどまだ足りないものがあります。
What is missing? I like when MC is actually not just dumb, you know? Like when MC is actually a vigilante like this. I actually enjoy it when we have an MC like this. That's he just said, oh yeah, forget it. I don't remember what happened last night, but he keep on reminding us. This girl is trying to fucking kill you yesterday, okay?
楽器です。影絵劇は2人でやるものです。1人が人形を動かして もう一人が伴奏。そのうち一人は歌も歌う。
Alright, when we get to the city, I'll get a musical instrument. For now, see if you can handle the shadows and give me a little show.
伴奏がないと歌えないし、そもそも私は歌えません。
Okay. Didn't you say you knew all the basics?
歌はダメです。歌詞は覚えていますが、
Okay.
全然うまく歌えません。
She knows the lyrics, but she cannot sing
前は
well.
いつも父が歌って、私は奏演や楽器の担当だったんです。
In that case, I'm going to sing. Alright, just use the puppet first. I want to see.
でもまず人形が大丈夫かどうか見てみます。
She nodded and went into the white room to tinker with the puppets. I noticed she needed a seat, so I patched the wooden box for her. She didn't sit fully on the box, not sure if it was customary for shadow play artists or if she couldn't sit down because her butt still hurt. Maybe it's because her butt still hurt because last night we spanked her 3 times, right, with the reeds. I got up and went her side, watching carefully. The puppet had a body attached to 2 bamboo sticks. She moved the stick behind the wet screen in her finger. The puppet wore red robe armor, looking sturdy, and held a long spear-like weapon while riding a bright red color. I'm going to save this, okay? What if she suddenly stab us? What if we sit next to her though? We sit next to her. I recognize this puppet. Which character was it from the Romance of Three Kingdoms? Oh, I love this. I love this novel, The Romance of Three Kingdoms. Chow Chow. Who else? Lu Bu, Chow Chow. I mean, I remember this is based on the Wulong. I played Wulong before. And this is based on the Romance of the Three Kingdoms. It's very famous story. I don't know. I probably just remember Lu Bu. What is the question? I recognize. Okay, let's see. The puppet wore red robe armor, looked sturdy, and held a long spear-like weapon while riding a bright red horse. I think obviously I know who this is. A horse? The most famous? Actually, I don't know who the fuck is it, but I just pick Lu Bu because this is the famous character from Romance of Three Kingdoms. This is Lu Bu. Definitely Lu Bu. I'm a well first. Look at, did you see? I'm a well first in the Three Kingdoms. I told you I like the story. No, this is the most famous. Who else? This is the most famous, right? It's Lu Bu, yes. I look at the puppets in Mansui's hand and ask.
そうです。りょう様も知っているんですね。
Yes, obviously, Mansui. Who doesn't know Lu Bu? Because I remember there was a time when I was playing Wulong. There was a stage where I need to fight Lu Bu. You know what happened? I died. Not only once, but 2 hours because of that Lu Bu and his bloody horse. Oh my god, I remember that thing. He was with his horse and he has 2 stages. The first stage was where he was riding his horse and trying to kill me. The second stage he get down from his house and the horse is going around in circle and trying to attack me. How could I not forget that bloody Lu Bu? Bring back all time exactly. I was dying 2 hours straight before I gave up, and then I die again the next day 2 hours again, and I finally after I think maybe like around 2 or 3 days I managed to defeat Lu Bu. Oh my god. I'm so bad at action game. Maybe I should just full time with visual novel. There's no action here. I just click and read.
見て、木箱にはあと3つ人形がありました。劉備、関羽、張飛、呂布。
Oh, I know Liu Bei!
三英傑、呂布と戦うで使う人形。
But I heard the name before. This is famous. My old brother spent day on fighting him, so you were doing fine. Okay. Okay, then you know who is Lubu, right? That guy is, oh my god. Mansui pointed, but it was actually an epic fight. I remember the fight was so epic that I just don't give up. Mansui pointed to the other three puppets. After she said that, I managed to recognize all the puppets. The black face one is Zhang Fei. Zhang Fei is the bigger one, right? The red face one with broadsword is Guan Yu. Guan Yu is the like most of the time Guan Yu is portrayed as a good guy. The yellow face one is Liu Bei. Liu Bei is the one that actually very cunning, if I remember correctly. Who I really want to read. I hope there is a visual novel about this thriller, Romance of Three Kingdoms. That would be interesting. But I don't know. Maybe you don't need that because it's so well-known story and you cannot really make a lot of alternative. The one man she was holding, riding red horse and wielding halberd was the invincible Dubu. Yeah, I remember. The girl knew quite a lot. She even figured out that these are puppets for the performance of the three-horse battle Lubu before I did. Why does only Lubu have a horse in shadow play? Because he's special. Okay, don't
わ
ask.
かりません。呂布をかっこよく見せるためかもしれないですね。
Puppets aren't well made. If I met them, I'll give all them horses.
作り方を教えてもいいですが、木箱には材料がありません。
I opened the wooden box and saw the dye bottle inside has dried up. We might need to add water to use them. Even if we have dyed, there were no spare material to make significant change to the puppets. Perhaps the dye in this box was originally meant to touch up, and the carving knife has become useless due to the lack of material. As I thought about it, how did that body really end up dead today? Oh shit. Did he venture into Mount Huasan alone or with others? Was he one of the shadow puppets' performance? And were there more people with him? Could he escape from a theater group only to be chased down and killed? Numerous questions and speculation raced through my mind. However, there wasn't enough information at the scenes for me to form clear judgment. I might need to uncover the true story. No, you do. I might never uncover the true story, and that's okay. And that's okay. You don't need to uncover all the story that you come across, okay? All right, never mind. Didn't want to think about it too much. Yes, exactly. It's probably not important. Time was short, so I had Mansui perform for me first. You perform. I order Mansui.
はい。じゃあ、りょう様は白幕の前に座ってください。
Okay. Mansui said to me, okay, he's going to perform. I nodded, stood up, and went to sit in front of the white screen. Sitting down, I looked up at the white screen. Mansu also sat on the wooden box I had just moved, positioned behind the white screen in the center. She wiggled her finger, and behind the white screen, the puppet of Zhang Fei appeared first. Yes, I know this! This is like what it's called in Indonesia. They are called wayang. No? Shadow play. I don't know what is English word for wayang. Maybe it's actually the same, shadow play. But yeah. If you go to Indonesia, if you go to Java, you go to Bali, they perform something like this. It's called wayang. Very traditional. It's very famous. And they said, okay, this is just a rumor. I don't know the truth about this. They said, when you actually perform wayang, you are possessed by a spirit. And your wayang, you as the channel, there will be a spirit come to your wayang, and you are not the one that actually play the wayang. This is the wayang. They call this is the wayang, okay? The thing, the puppet is called wayang in Indonesia. And this wayang actually has a soul. So when you actually watch this thing, don't do something stupid, because there is a possibility. People said, right? The soul, after they finish the play, they still want to linger, but because the puppets is being cleaned and tied up, they will linger to other people's soul. So that's why when I was kid, I remember my mom and my dad wouldn't let me watch this show. Just because there's a belief that the soul might be attached to kids. I don't know whether it's true or not, but this is actually, maybe this one, I don't know, but this is actually interesting. Like that's why, even though it looks simple, the shadow plays look simple, people would actually enjoy to watch shadow play as if they watched a real person. And the reasons why they feel like they watch a real person, because there is a soul in the puppets. Puppet shook a couple times, wielding the serpent spear in the set. To my surprise, bro, that's not scary rumor. That's what we believe. That's what the Indonesian believe, you know? This kind of thing, there are soul in this, not rumor. It's not just a rumor, you know? There is a say. There must be a reason why people tell this. What if it's actually true? To my surprise, not long after, Mansui took a deep breath and soft began to sing. Okay, let's hear his singing.
私は黒鎧手にせるダボは118
She's very cute. He said she wouldn't sing, but as she performed, she thought shadow play without sound wasn't as good. To find her rhythm, she started humming softly. Her voice was low, like she was singing to herself, and the tone wasn't professional. She was probably remembering how her dad used to perform for her, dating and singing
は
along.
やたたかは両風線今日こそ落とすそのすっ首馬打たして通知に出ていざ勝負せよ慎重に
Mansui kept singing in hushed tone, while Zhang Fei brandishing his spear, shouting on the battlefield ready for imminent appearance of Lu Bu. The puppet's shadows swayed behind Blur's widescreen, seemingly alive, exactly. Seemingly alive. They look alive. Like if you actually go to Wayang puppet show, it's scary as fuck. They're not just seemingly alive, they are actually alive with a soul, you know? I'm trying to not believe, so I say it through more. It's scary to think there's soul in the puppets. I don't know, you can actually check. You can check. You can check in the YouTube or something, Wayang. Wayang and dark magic or black magic or something like that, you know? There must be some tricks that we don't know, but that we don't know. Maybe it's an actual soul actually attached to the puppets. The serpent's spear twirled and bright beam erupt from its tip, dazzling my eyes. Like, what? Did Manchu kill us? But how? Huh? The scene play out again in front of me. Back then, my dad and I were also enjoying shadow play. The lamp flickered, dumb echoed, and the horse of the story clasped behind the widescreen. Sun Wukong swung his golden staff, hitting the white-boned demon. The staff lit up with a golden glow as it struck the monster head. Just as I was cheering for the performance, the spark suddenly grew stronger and turned into a bright light. Wait, what? In an instant, the intense light burst from the widescreen, accompanied by a loud boom, shallowing the entire world. Bang! With a thunderous sound, everything was consumed by the intense light. All I could see turned into a fiery ball. Ah! I shouted, jolting up from where I sat.
りょう様どうしたんですか
Oh, so Mansui doesn't kill us. Okay, so Mansui doesn't kill us. Okay, good for you, Mansui. I thought you were going to kill me. I can't watch. I shouldn't watch. I got up in a daze, my hand and feet unsteady, eyes wide open. I looked down, palms facing up, lifting both hands in front of my chest aimlessly. Sweat covered my face and back. My heart races. And my trembling hand couldn't stop striking. Okay, so it's not Manchu, it's me. It's us that has problem. I quickly scanned the surrounding and then stared blankly ahead, unable to focus. I repeated confirmed that I was in a dark environment, safe from the imaginary burst of intense light. I thought I could gaze at the flames again after many years. I thought I could watch Shadow plays once more. He has a traumatic being. He's traumatic. The MC has something that is a baggage. I still can. I came to my senses. Found Mansu looking at me with a worried expression. Worried about me, so sis wasn't that bad, right? Trying to figure out what he had come over me. I'm fine. Just not up for it today. Can't watch Shadow play anymore. Let's head back to camp. Don't want anyone getting suspicious about our absence. I gesture awkwardly to Mansu and mutter some explanation. And I dare not to glance at the white screen behind the flames. Put out the campfire, turn around, and stumble back toward our original plan, paying no attention to whatever the wooden box was neatly arranged. Even though I keep avoiding it. Over the years, I thought I had changed. I grown stronger, shifted from a lamb to a wolf, free from fear. Yet I still couldn't shake off the nightmare of that year. The 6 years of Tianxi. I stayed in the capital with my father, a traveling merchant, for a few days. The 6th day of May, at the hour of snake. Oh, this year is a snake year, you know? What light consumed everything. When I came to my senses, there was only a sky filled with blood, rain, and shattered corpses. There's a bomb, right? For many years afterwards, I could never escape the nightmare of that day. I think this is the reason why he became criminal. Because I don't know, he was, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, let's see. And even now, because he lost his parents, maybe? Okay. Official soldiers. Okay, new chapter. 6 years of Tianxi, capital. A sudden white light engulfed everything inside. Houses turned into ruins, people into corpses. My father turned his face toward me, smiling, as if trying to say something. However, behind him, a white light suddenly flared up. See? He lost his father. Because he lost his father, he lost his means of survival now, especially when he was a kid. And what can a boys do at this age? Nothing. He become a criminal. Maybe. I reach out to grab him, to pull him out of the reach of the light, but in the moment I grabbed his hand, we were shadowed by the white light. Immediately we were thrown back like a squatted mosquito. My head hit something, momentarily robbing me of consciousness, and I blacked out. Exactly, like our MC is not like Tang. He became a criminal because of this. He need to sustain himself. It's not because he's a bad guy. He got an unfortunate situation. I still wouldn't justify this action. Murdering is still bad, but at least I don't know. Maybe he can be redeemed. Like he's not a bad person. Maybe he will change one day. Like at least he cares about the kids, right? Upon awakening, my father was gone, and I found myself amid the debris. The area was filled with the remains of buildings and burning fires. My ears were ringing, unable to hear any sounds, only sensing blood oozing from my ear canals. My clothing lay in tatters, and numerous people lay naked on them, their bodies mutilated. Oof. This game is something, yeah. We get corpses, we get bombing, we get child trafficking. What else? What else are you going to show me, games? Come on. Holy mother of God. Now, after watching this game, I feel like we are so fortunate. Like, this is so bad what happened to us and what happened to the world, the people in the world. The world turned into a storm of bloody rain, dyeing my entire body and the ground below in deep red. Where is my father? How was he doing? I slowly got up, wanting to search for him, only to realize I was holding something in my hand. Motherfucker. You read that? It was my father's severed left hand. Oh my god. What else? Okay, now I am actually seeing my father dead. Okay, okay. Nothing. It's okay. It's okay. MC father's dead. It's like it's nothing, you know? This game is something, brother. I woke up from a nightmare, my back drenched in cold sweat. After watching the last shadow play last night, memory of the year flooded. Later, I sat in the camp, lost in thought for a while, losing tracks of time. 4 hours later, tongue took over. I watched the TV. I attempt to catch some sleep, trying to escape the night. I toss and turn, not sleeping easily. For the next 2 days, I was lost in my thoughts. My mind buzzed in chaos, and my spirit felt like it has lost its way. I woke, ate, and slept in silence. I didn't continue studying Shadow Plays. That day, she packed up and took everything back to the pack horse. Must have wondered about my unusual behavior, but I didn't feel the need to explain it. Of course, there is no need to explain.
りょう、最近様子がおかしいぞ。何かに取りつかれたようだ。どうしたんだ？
On the fourth day of the journey, Tang pulled me aside, reminiscing about that explosion.
典型の大爆発？
Huh?
なぜ急にそんなことを思い出した？
No idea. It just hit me.
やれやれ。思うに、こないだ、あの劇の道具を拾って呪われたんだ。さっさと捨てちまえ。
Not happening.
まあいい。考えを変えないなら、どうしようもない。りょう、山の中を4日も歩いた。そろそろ、道館の近くに着く頃だ。インさんは道館の近くの水耕村に協力者を手配している。そこに着いたらいいもん食ってぐっすり眠れるさ。
Okay, we are going to reach Suigo, village near Tongguan, and once we reach there, we can eat well and rest for a day. Okay, that's good. Tang hinted for me to tough it out. Walking through the mountain for days, the monotonous scenery and constant vigilantes against beasts and bandits got us down. Hopefully, once we reach a place with people and could feel the local vibes, I would pick perks up a habit. The road to Singo was tricky. We learned to stay sharp in time like this. My gut feeling was spot on. Oh. On the morning of the fifth day, we had to cross the official road to confirm the way to the village. Trouble hit us. Save! 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 Trouble hit us! Save! 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 Hold up! I spot something and stop. At the same time, I raise my right hand to signal the others
り
behind.
ょう、どうした？
Someone is here. Oh my god. Is it the one that actually killed the person before? And we took the corpses belonging and they want to actually take a look and then they are actually coming for us? Or is it actually the one of the kids' parents or whatever? I pointed ahead. Tang looked over. About 30 steps away, a group of 6 people come into view. He's saying it very positively, but I still don't have a good feeling about the mission. Exactly. I'm not sure. They all wore iron helmets, green iron armor, and had swords on their side. Are we going to die? Walking to the woods, their helmets glinted in the sunlight.
盗
Bandits?
賊か。
Doesn't seem like it. They look like a soldier. Oh my goodness.
官兵がなぜ山の小道を
Don't know, but we gotta avoid them. Tang and Hai huddled. Doing this kind of jobs, soldier were the last thing we wanted. Exactly. Are we gonna die now? Sure, the world's a mess now, and the soldier busy with rebels, as they are, probably wouldn't care about us. But it would still be a bad to run into them.
子羊ども黙って動かずみんなしゃがむんだあいつらが通り過ぎるのを待つ
Okay, let's see. Tang let out a deep breath, eyes wide, and whispered order to the lambs behind us. We all squat down, watching the soldier 10 step away. Great. They weren't heading our direction. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. That's just a bad. That's just a jump. It's not. It's just a coincidence. Nothing happened bad with us. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're not gonna. This nothing happened bad with us. They weren't even. Just had to wait a bit. Just a bit longer, and they'll be gone. I stared at the soldier in the distance, watching them to move in single direction. The leader disappeared from view. It's just a. That's just a. They just trying to fuck with us. Nothing happened. Followed by the others getting further away. That began soon. But then what? Something unexpected happened. What? Of course! Motherfucker kid! Out of nowhere, I heard a lamb yelp. I spun around. The lamb suddenly stood up. Oh my god! She stomped her feet and hastily stepped back, almost falling over. Okay, there's a snake. Yeah, whatever. She pointed a patch of grass ahead, her face pale with fears and tears welling up. Other lambs, hearing her, quickly fled from the spot she indicated. Suddenly, the silence would echo with lambs' cries, screams, and frantically footsteps turning into chaos.
ちくしょう
Tang cursed and hurried to Q trying to cover her mouth. But it was too late. The soldiers spot us. Oh my god, save! Save! They changed direction and come toward us. Oh my god, save! Save!
何者だ
The music though! The leader yelled from distance. All 6 soldiers stopped. They pulled out their sword, ready to fight, facing our direction. What now? The music! He usually knew what to do in situations like this.
子羊めいつもは静かなくせにこういう時に限ってわめきやがるりょう俺がごまかすからお前は子羊たちの縄をほどくんだ疑われないようにな
Okay. Yes, we need to untie the lamb first. When the soldier got closer and showed the rope around the lamb's waist, they surely figured we were trafficker.
お役人様落ち着いてくださいさっきのはうちの小娘が叫んだんですよ
Tong walked toward the front line, about 10 steps away from us, yelling to soldier as he
お
went.
前らは何だ
領民でさ
どこの領民だ何をしている
歌集場から参りました商売をしに洛陽へ行くんです
Good luck explaining why you are dragging 4 kids with you. Oh my god, right?
そのまま動くな確かめてやる
Oh my god. Tang and the soldier were yelling at each other from far away. I just free Kyonghwa and about to untie Mansui. But they were getting closer fast. Bad. Couldn't untie all the lamb in time.
そこのやつ動くなと言っただろう
I wanted to sneak over to Hong and untie them, but the soldiers spotted my move and stopped me quickly. They come closer and I check out their outfit. They look like a border guards in Tongguan, not too tidy, but all with the same gear and even the same sword. The leader had a taller helmet and carried a short bow in his bag, and seems like the officer.
先ほどは娘が叫んだのか
Ahem.
はい
なぜ叫んだ？
蛇を見たんです。
商売人だと申したな。何を落葉に届ける？
The head soldier asked sharply. Tong was stumped. We knew we only had food with us, nothing else. If we made up goods they asked to see, then we would get caught. I took a deep breath, trying to calm down. I'm very calm now, okay? Calm. We're ferrying folk. I chimed in when Tang couldn't answer, talking to the soldier.
人間を運ぶ。先ほどは商売と言っていたのに、
Oh fuck!
人間を運ぶだと？
Ferrying folk is still trading. We've been asking to take these kids with Luyang.
そうか。人間を運ぶのか。
Oh my god!
自分で認めたのではないか。そ
Oh,
な
it's
たら
the
は人
kid
売りであろ
parents who asked us to do it. Oh my god, Liang's, you're so dumb!
う。ではなぜ感動を怒る？
Didn't you avoid it? I calmly replied to the soldier and it with a jab. It seemed a bit odd. Usually soldiers like them would stick to the main road. Why didn't they take the main route of the Tongguan? Could it be they were deserter?
おい、りょう、お役人様になんて口の利き方だ。
Oh my god!
あ、お役人様、どうかご勘弁を。こいつは口の利き方を知らないやつでして。あ、確かに俺たちは人間を運んでいます。噂に聞いたことがある。難民は気が荒く、小娘をさらって食っちまうと。
お前らは一体何をしておるのだ？一人ではないのか。
異難の富豪に依頼されて落葉に腰入れするお嬢さんを送り届けるんです。
どの娘だ？
あそこです。
Oh my god! Okay. Foot frozen, her face pale, clearly surprised to be singled out.
そなたが腰入れする娘か。
Soldier squinted and looked at Xinhua, asking her a question. Xinhua remained silent with her head bowed. My and Tang heart jumped out of throat. Bad. If Xinhua spilled the bean about us being human trafficked, no, it will be over. Okay, Roy, this is probably our end of the stream. Maybe I actually picked the wrong one. Maybe I should put Gangyu instead of Lubu. And maybe let's see.
はい。お役人様。
he lied for us! Right when Tang and our tense Xinhua suddenly spoke up. She nodded pleasantly at the soldier, speaking up quietly without looking at him. Why? Tang and I were both surprised. We didn't think Xinhua would help us lie.
ずいぶん幼いようだが、腰入れするのか？だったら、なぜ平民の服を着ておる？
Why do you ask so much, soldier? The lady already told you the answer, hasn't she? Isn't she? Xinhua fell silent, looking scared as she kept her head down.
お役人様、うちのお嬢さんは幼く見えますが、もうすぐ腰入れできる年頃なんですよ。嫁ぎ先が顔を見たいと言ってしばらく落葉で暮らすことになったんです。あ、平民の服を着ているのは俺の思いつきなんです。今回は遠い道のりだし、盗賊に出くわすかもしれない。庶民の服を着ていればさらわれることもなかろうって。
Although he still frowned, looking skeptical, it's unclear if he brought out our story.
では他の子供はなぜ縛られて
Oh my god! Why are the other kids tied up then? Oh, suddenly another soldier chimed in. Next to the leader stood another, slightly chubbier soldier. He had a long black sling over his back, maybe carrying a spear. He hadn't said a word before, but now he noticed the rope tied among the lamb's waist. Realizing only Xinhua wasn't bound, he raised a suspicion. Tang again couldn't respond, just keep quiet. The soldier's eyes sharpened, coldly scanning us. I'm gonna save, right? I'm going to save. Not good, not good. Can't explain. Xinhua cooperation was surprising, but these soldiers were digging deeper, picking apart our story. If we were talking Xinhua to get married, bringing a bunch of kids her age didn't make sense. And why these kids were tied up was even harder to explain. I placed my hand onto the hilt of my saber. Soldier took a step forward. One spoke. Silence sung heavy, broken only by chirping of insects. Sweat beating on my forehead. I knew a fierce battle was about to erupt. Should I strike now, take out the leader, or bite my thumb, waiting for opportunity? If we wait, they might kill us. If we strike, we still have a chance because of the surprise factor. Last time I'm trying to be kind, right? Last time I'm trying to be kind by avoiding Mansui attack. And what happened when I avoid Mansui attack? I get killed. I think I need to strike immediately. Wait, I think I need to save first. Strike! Take action. No more chance. Might as well strike now. Take them one by one. I step forward, grab my shield with one hand, and pull out my blade with the other. The lead soldier eye widened in shock as he saw gleaming metal. Yes, we are actually in the right. Fuck, Swiss. Before he could react, I swiftly swung my blade, landing a slow blow on his neck. Blood spurted out in an instant, then splattered all around. Chucking his bleed neck, he staggered backwards, step by step. It's only two.
また早まったことしやがって。
The other soldiers were angry. They sound mixing with grumbling, and the lambs cries as they ran off. The lambs ran off. The rest of them drew their weapon and charged at us. Saw blood. Now my heart boiling with the urge to kill. Heard these soldiers are nothing but trouble. Some even go around killing innocent to use their heads as fuel to kill rebels. Can't reason with them. Got to fight hard. Let the sword do the talking. Clang clang. Step up. It's 6 against 2. Just me, my blade twice more. We are the MC, okay, Roy? We are the MC. Start. Whoa, I sweep my footing a bit and spun around, landing a kick. The soldiers stumbled, thrown off balance by my blow, so I pressed on and I swung my blade again. Swish! I aimed poorly. I slashed horizontally, hitting the soldier's chest. His armor cracked, leaving a shallow wound, but it wasn't little. What a pain. If I weren't armor, I could have finished him off in one blow. But it's okay. Neither Ann and Thong got hit by their sword. And we've broken their formation for now. The guy struck earlier might not die, but he's still out of the fight. I just need to take down one more. Then it's 2 against 2, giving us big edge. Then I realized this was a musket. He pointed the long back barrel. Where is he? Get the gun! It's over. The musket went off with a bang, and a blaze of fire shot from the barrel, followed by a plum of black smoke. The intense blast hit me square in the chest, and my vision was instantly obscured by a mist of blood. I stared in disbelief at my chest, and my body uncontrollably flamed backward to the ground. My chest cavity was now a mass of shredded flesh, and blood gushed out like a fountain. Tankers angrily got swarmed by 2 soldiers and was cut down in no time. The soldier closed in, swinging their blades at me wildly. I figured I could take on them with my sword. But then one of them pulled out a musket. How do I know? They have a gun! The flash from that thing is like flight from the Tiangxi explosion. Times really have changed. My blade felt useless against that kind of weapon. I chuckled at the irony. In my last moment, I saw the soldier blade coming down toward my head. I died halfway. Why? How many god, this so annoying. How could I see that coming? Exactly. Anyway, okay. I think okay. I don't know. Wait for an opportunity. Okay, maybe something happened. Okay. I kept thinking about throwing my blade, but I held back. 6 soldiers were too many to take on. They had good gears, and I wasn't sure I could take one down in single slash. Even with Tang's help, I'd be tough to handle them all. And what good would waiting for a chance really do? In the midst of tense standoff, Mansui's voice suddenly broke the silence. Her soft cries grabbed everyone's attention. What is she doing? Mansu went the pack horse beside her. She opened the bag and got out the wooden box he stored there a few days ago. It was the box of the shadow play. Whoa, what the fuck? How would I know that the weight of a fraternity is actually Mansui will actually come to save us? They should actually put in the bracket, Mansu will save us. Strike yourself, you gotta get killed. They should put that in the option, you know? Mansui opened the wooden box and showed what inside to us and the soldier. She stared at everyone there with big eyes.
これは何だ?
The head soldiers looked blankly at the wooden box. I get it now. Mansui was trying to tell us something. With the shadow puppets and all, it's pretty clear. I suppose he wanted me to say... Officer, these are the props for shadow play. This kit, except the mist, are part of traveling theater troupe. Facing the officer, I gestured toward the wooden box, and then toward Mansui, Hong-er, and Chu-er. The journey is long, and the master worried the young lady will be bored. So he arranged for a few theater troupe girls to accompany her. They are all for humble origin and will accompany the young lady as her attendants. Holy shit, this Mansu girl is so smart! If you don't trust us, they can show us. They can show you. I calmly suggested to the soldier, and they glanced at Mansui once more after I spoke. Mansui was setting up the shadow play screen, placing it on the stand.
Yeah.
Soldier A waved his hand, gesturing for Mansui to stop. Stay quiet, looking at me and Tang, then at Xinghua, Mansui, Hong-er, and Chu-er.
お前たちの話は信じよう。本当に一人だったら、娘らが嘘に
Yo,
協
I
力す
should
る
be
わけがない。
patient, right? I told myself this game is about being kind, right? At the beginning, I said I need to be kind, but why do I strike first? I forget the principle of this game is to be kind, right? I'm not really a kind person then. No, we are learning to be kind. It's fine. I was wrong once. It's okay.
気になるんだが、腰入れとは一大事だ。落葉のどの家の娘になるのだ？
お役人様、落葉の長家の旦那ですよ。
ああ、そうか。長殿なら知っておる。
ああ、はいはい。
Soldier and Tang were taking back and forth. I figured Tang didn't know Master Zhao, and neither did Soldier.
よし、行くがいい。なるべく関道を歩くのだぞ。飢えた民が多いからな。
Oh my god, we
令
saved
状を
by the...
巻き込んではならん。
We were saved by Mansui. So Mansui is actually a good girl. Maybe she did want to actually revenge with the swine demon. I don't know, and maybe she's actually afraid of swine demon. And that's why she tried to kill us. Maybe, we see.
はあ、ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。わかりました。感動をいきますよ。
Tang bowed deeply and showing his gratitude. Thank you, officer. I also thanked the officer and then they turned around to leave. Finally, the tension in my chest eased.
待てよ。そういえば。
Fuck, what do you need? Suddenly, he stopped walking and turned back around. What else, huh? Now maybe we should stop being paranoid about her. I guess so. I think she's actually a good girl. There must be something in her past, but she doesn't seem to be a bad girl. Like, she actually saved our life. Tang and I immediately become alert again. What's he up to now?
思い出した。そなたらの荷物を調べていたら、ずいぶん食料があったな。 ここは道館まで遠くない。食料の心配もないはずだ。我々は賊の討伐を急ぐ。食料を借りていくぞ。
Oh, he want to borrow our ration?
どうぞどうぞ、お好きなだけ借りるなんて言わずもらってください。
Tong found as the soldiers started grabbing ration from our pack horse. After they took most of it, they finally got to leave. God damn it.
こくつぶしの官兵どもめ、大枚はたいて買った食料をほとんど持ってきやがった。
Half an hour after the soldier cleared off, we pressed on and finally Tang found nerves to let loose his tongue.
思い出した。みんなこのガキのせいだ。こいつさえいなければ奴らに見つかりはしなかったんだ。てめえのせいで命がなくなるところだった。覚悟しろ。
Bro, just exhorting you. I mean, it's better than get killed, right? I think, the two options. What else? Do you want to get killed and stop, finish the story, end? Or we will find a way, Roy. We will find a way. Don't worry. We had Mansui. She's pretty smart. Tang suddenly remembered it was Chu-er yelling that brought the soldier to us. Tang drew his knife and approached Chu-er, ready to strike her down. Oh my god. No, no, you cannot kill the kids.
邪魔すんな。二人ともまとめて始末してやる。
It's okay, Tang. Tang swung his blade as Hong-er and Shu-er. Clang. Oh! I quickly intervened, blocking his swing with my blade. I'm a good guy here. Enough, Tang. Sure, the kid attracted the soldier. But none of them sold us out when they show up. If they had, we'd kill them. If they didn't, there's no need.
殺さないんだったら腕をへし折ってやれ。
And then what? Missing hands means we pay. Cop out then. Besides, it's still away to the nearest village. Can a kid with a missing hand make it alive? After hearing me, Tangs didn't go to kill the lamb anymore. He probably figured out what was at stake and that he shouldn't kill or maim the lamb.
殺しもしない。怪我もさせない。でも罰は与えないとな。きついお仕置きで。
Punishment is necessary. Remember your rule? Cry or fuss on the road, no food for a day. Let's stick to that. Tang glanced at me, his eyes flaring with anger. He seems to think the punishment wasn't harsh enough. But it was the littlest lamb who caused the trouble. If I hit her like I did with Mansui, especially if Tang joined in, things could get out of hand. I kept looking at Tang seriously, and his anger slowly faded away under my stare, until it was completely gone.
二度と叫ばせるんじゃねえぞ。命だけは助けてやるが、今度叫んだら覚悟しとけ。
With a grumble, Tang sheathed his dagger and stomped forward. He finally agreed to spare Chu-er.
父様も、両様も、ありがとう。ありがとう。
Two sisters were scared by Tang rages now, crying and thanking me over and over. No more tears, keep crying and I'll give you a smack even if I spare your life. With that determining, I pressed on her head. We weren't a bad guy, right? Look at it. We go to the main road just before the night. Tang and I check the signs, guess how far Singo village was, then cross the road and keep going toward the village. We camped by a stream nearby. At dinner, Tang did as he said. He didn't give any food to Chu-er and even spat in her direction as he lay there. Chu-er watched us eating dry rations, almost crying with her hunger, thinking about how she almost got us into trouble today. Tears streamed down her face. Trying not to cry out loud, she wiped her eyes silently with her hand. I saw Mansui secretly take a piece of her own dry ration and give it to Chu-er. Yo, Mansui is actually pretty kind. I saw Mansui secretly take a piece of her own dry ration and give it to Chu-er. Hong-er do the same. Chu-er ate it quietly when Tang wasn't paying attention. I turned a blind eye, pretending it didn't happen. Late at night, Tong snoozed while I keep watch. I freed Mansui and motioned her over for chat. I wanted to talk about what went down during the day. Did good today. The officials told their come you help us with the lie.
うん。いい人には見えなかったから、信用できなかったんです。感動を歩いてなかったし、行軍も規律正しくなかった。多分、脱走兵だと思います。
She is bloody smart. I don't know. Should I trust her? She's really smart.
脱走兵に助けを求めたら、私たちを連れ去ってたかもしれません。両様ほどよくしてくれないでしょう。
Ansui spoke her thought to me. Little Brad has some smart. Come to same conclusion as me. Those soldiers today seems like they were running from something. With Dongguan always in battle, it's odd to see small group of soldiers wandering like that. If they got caught, they would get 100 places, not much different from being called a human trafficker. So they were like bad guys, ready for anything. These deserters, even if they thought we were up to no good, might just let it slide. Once we get them way out, they probably didn't want to poke around too much. But I was still not sure about today. Mansui seemed smarter. She knew those soldiers weren't good. So why did the other kids, especially Xianghua, agree to help us? If they wanted the soldiers' help, that was the time.
両様、ちょっと話したいことがあります。
Yes, I think she's the real MC. Look at the... Yeah, I think she's the real MC, Roy. You're right. Just as I was wondering, Mansui spoke up. What's up?
コウ様以外は、みんな私が話せることを知ってました。
Okay, so everybody know there he's not...
官兵たちが来たとき、警官に話しかけました。工事と数字にも聞こえてた。
Oh, I get it now. It hits me all of a sudden. While Tang was busy chatting with the soldier, I was totally focused on him. I didn't catch Mansui whispering to the other kids, but it made sense. She probably was telling them, keep quiet, don't spill the bean about us being human trafficker, cause those soldiers aren't the friendly type. You did good this time, lass. Seems like you deserve most of the credits for dodging the soldiers. I chuckle a bit, facing Mansui.
両様は信用できると思ったから、そうしたんです。
You trust her? I trust you, that's why I did it.
そうだ、両様。今日は影絵劇を学びたいですか？
Oh, not interested
どうしたん
anymore.
ですか？前はどうしてあんなこと言
Mind
った
your
のです
business.
か？
Don't feel like it anymore. I replied coldly to Mansui, then decided to head back to sleep. Sure, she's sharp and wise beyond her years. Not like most kids in her age. She's not kid in her age. She's already almost adult, you know. I don't know why the reason why she's lying, but you know, it's just as imagined from the start. She's like a cat. Exactly, like a cat. Desolate village. Okay, let's go. What happened to the desolate village? After successfully evading the soldier, the following afternoon we finally arrived at Suigo village. Wait, this village doesn't look good. Upon hearing the name Suigo, mean water ditch, I thought there would be a water ditch running around the entire village. The villagers live by the canal with gurgling water. By the stream, the washerwoman was washing clothes while the old man was fishing. However, upon reaching the village, we realized there was no stream in sight. The ground had long dried up, cracked by the scorching sun, the crack forming a tangled web from afar, resembling the wrinkle at the corner of the old man's eyes. You know what? I probably need to save. At times, the locusts would leap among the crevices, while at the other time they would flap their wings and skim the ground. With no water in the village and the corpse already dead, there was scarcely any locusts remaining, only a few scatters one left. Yet I could picture that just a short while ago, the locusts blanketed this area, sweeping through the village, devouring all the crops amidst the cries of the farmers. After arriving at Suigo village, we traversed a few households. yet encounter no signs of human presence. Should I be wary again? I'm already safe, right? I already saved. I'm so scared. How long do we find Yingsar men?
村の竜英福に会えと言ってた。そいつがどこにいるか聞いてみないと。
The villagers here, they probably fled already. I'm not sure how many households are still here. I remarked as I led the foxholes and observed the dilapidated village. There was nobody on the street. It was completely empty. It seemed like there was a severe famine here as well. Despite being near the central plains, this place wasn't much better off than northern Shan's. Since the new emperor took the throne, there had been successive disasters in the past few years. In the first year, drought plagued northern Shan, leaving the wet field completely desolate. People fled in search of food, famine was widespread, and starved corpses lay strewn across the countryside. After a few years, despite the common people's hopes that the year's disaster was over, more regions were afflicted by droughts, and there were even new locust plagues. In larger towns like Huanzhou, Sanzhou, and Luyang, things were somewhat better. They still had reserve from previous year, enough to last for a while. In this city, although there were refugees and corpses scattered along the roadsides, the majority of the city dwellers still had food to eat. However, these small villages, with scant resources, faced complete ruins of the wake of consecutive years of calamities. Amidst the famine-stricken small village, those deprived foods either resigned themselves to death in the village or fled eastward in search of relief. Can you imagine this kind of thing happened like around 400 years ago, right? Now we are in the year of 2025, and this is around year 1600. Think about what would happen if this happened in our year. Vigo village was likely among the 100 villages afflicted by disaster. Like, you go to supermarket. Just imagine in the supermarket when there were no food around. How chaotic would it be? And then now you go to supermarket, you probably be so grateful, right? I wonder though, maybe I look at food differently now. I mean, I don't eat much to begin with, right? The reason why I don't eat much to begin with because food are expensive. I mean, I can afford it, but I want to save my money. So I eat most of the time. I eat once a day, and with some snack sometimes. But sometimes I just skip the snack, so I will just eat once a day. I do some intermittent fasting and a light exercise. Especially this game just make me feel more grateful. Exactly, Roy. Think about it. Like, for me, like when I eat a day, I don't mean my food is actually like any other food. When I eat a day, I properly eat meat with some vegetables and then some carbohydrate with some cheese sometimes. So even if that one meal food for me is caloric dense and it has a better nutrient, even though I eat only once a day. But I have enough nutrient. But I mean, the reason why I eat once a day to begin with is not because I want to actually. Yeah, I told you, because I want to save money, and then also, I always thinking like, do I really need that much food? If you think about it, right? Compared to the people in the past, we don't normally do anything. Like for me, my exercise is just how many? It's just push up, and that's it. Push up, and I do some sword training a little bit, but I don't really run marathon or whatever, right? I just go walking 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day. So that's the reason why I just eat once a day. Because I feel like with that once a day food, I have enough nutrition already. And I don't feel bad. Like, obviously I'm not big. I'm not a big girl. I consider myself normal. Like, not that I'm not fat girl, definitely. I'm probably to the skinny side, but it is what it is. It's nice. I mean, you probably need to get used to eating once a day, and I probably wouldn't recommend anyone to eat once a day. But once you actually eat once a day and already used to it, it actually feel good because now you only cook once, you only eat once, and you only clean once. And it saves so much time. And each time you eat, it will be a hot food, which is very great. Eating hot food, it feels good rather than eating leftover and then the next day you eat the leftover from the day before. No, I rather eat once a day, but the meal is actually complete, and then that's it. At first, there was a lot of times where I think I'm hungry, but it wasn't hungry. Probably, obviously, it take a lot of adjustment to do, but after a while, you get used to it. And if you have a good enough nutrition, when I eat meat, I normally eat minced meat because in my head, if I only eat the normal meat, probably yeah, I used to eat more years ago, but now I only eat 2 times a day and just enough to not feel hungry. Yeah, I guess, Troy. Yeah, the reason why I eat minced meat is because if you think about it, right, in supermarket, especially in Europe, right, they have a cut meat, and most of cut meat are lean meat. But the reason why I choose minced meat is because this is not because of the price, okay? It's because I feel like if they have minced meat, they will include everything. The collagen, and maybe there are some trace of blood, maybe there are some trace of skin, and I eat those as well. Because I think it's important as well to eat them rather than just a lean meat. And if I only eat lean meat, I probably have less nutrients. So basically, I normally eat that, like a meat with some pasta or just bread or just rice sometimes. And then after that, I eat. If I'm still hungry, okay. It's not that I'm very strict with my one rule. I'm not very strict with my one eat a day, right? Sometimes there will be time when I'm hungrier than usual. So when that time happen, I normally cook fry an egg. So I eat fried egg. So basically, I eat once or twice a day. Anyway, let's go. The villager here is either dead of starvation or fled and leaving a few behind.
りょう、これを見ろ。
Just as I was lost in thought, Tang called out at me abruptly. He stood at the doorway in the first house of the village entrance, as if he had witnessed something terrifying, frozen in place and reluctant to enter. Oh my god. Do I need to save? I'm going to save again. I don't trust this game, man. What? With curiosity, I approached this house. What could it be that would scare Tang like this? Smell of rotting flesh, blended with strong tang of blood. The constant drone of flies swirling and buzzing noisily. Space likely serves as a butchery for animals. A wooden slab occupied the centers of the room, its surface marred by the dry blood that seeped onto the ground below the congeal. Near the wooden board, heaped a bone lies buzzing with flies, while maggots squirmed nearby. Some bones were bloody, others boiled. They looked like pig bones at first. My dad had mincemeat for the same reason you like it. He always says he doesn't know what's in it. It's not safe. I don't know, Roy. I mean, think about it. Like, because in the mincemeat, they probably have a skin, they probably have a collagen, they probably have, and I think those are vitamins, right? And if you only eat like a steak, a normal steak, you don't have all the nutrients of a meat. Like, the reason why, like if you see dogs in the wild, right? They don't just eat the lean meat. They eat everything. That's why they survive. And then if you see as well, they even eat the bone marrow, right? They eat the bone marrow. And I feel like if you are in Europe, right? I'm fortunate enough to be in Europe. Maybe this is this might not be the case for other country. I live in European country, and I feel like our country, Europe, has a very high standard when it comes to food. So when they actually sell mincemeat, in my opinion, when the European sells mincemeat, I feel like they would actually have a better quality, and it's probably safe to eat. If it's not safe to eat, I don't think it will be sold in the supermarket, especially if it's in Europe. I don't know about the other. Maybe it will be a different story in America, right? Because America has their food standard. And I heard, I never lived in America, or I never lived in America for a long time. So I don't know how the food quality there, but I trust the food quality in Europe. Like in Europe, they have a very higher standard. So I think it's actually good. And when I was back home, like in Indonesia, we eat a lot, all sort of kind of meat. So we don't. The problem is if you go to European supermarket, right? If I go to European supermarket, they won't sell. They wouldn't sell something like intestine or liver or skins or whatever. They won't sell it. They won't sell this kind of things in the European supermarket. And the only easy way to get this for me is through mincemeat, in my opinion. In Indonesia, however, we eat everything. Like if we have like a pig, for example, we will eat not only the meat, or not even pig, for example. Let's say a beef, right? It's very famous in beef. We have a very famous dish called rujak cingur. So cingur mean basically the nose of the beef, and the nose of the cow. So we eat the nose of the cow. And like in Europe, you probably throw away the brain, but in Indonesia, we eat the brain. So that's the thing, though. Like, I'm a firm believer that if you want to eat animal, you shouldn't just eat the cut meat, because maybe obviously there will be vitamin and protein there, but you miss out so many things in the other body parts that you don't get in Europe. Like imagine all the collagen that they have in the nose of the cow that you don't eat. That it contains so much collagen or something and like that. And we eat like the bone marrow. We sometimes when I was a kid, I remember when my mom makes something, there is a soup of bone marrow. It's so nice, but it's so difficult to find it in Europe. Anyway, I digress. Let's go. They look like pig bones at first, but examining closely sent a shiver down my spine. Damn it. These were clearly human bones. Okay, game, what do you know me? First, human trafficking, a killer, corpses, a bomb, terrorism, and now cannibalism. Holy Mother of God. This game has everything. Something off about this village. I glared at the human bones on the ground and said to Tom,
そうさ、まともじゃない。災害のせいで人を食らうように
I'm going to say something bad might happen.
しまったのかもな。おかしいな。こんなに骨があるのに頭蓋骨がないぞ。
Not strange. They likely buried the head. Even when starving, folk don't fancy munching on head. Yeah, of course, cannibalism is crazy. Heads down have too much meat. They are a hassle to eat. Plus, they say chowing down a head can make you sick.
ほう、他の理由だと思っていた。
Other
食
reason?
べられそうになった人間がいきなり動き出して逆に食らいつくと思っていたのさ。
Stupid Tang. Tang joked, but I couldn't laugh. I inspected the bone carefully. No skulls. Mostly arms and legs or smashed torso. Some part looked gnawed by maggots, maybe innards. Even with all the blood and death I'd seen, I felt very sick. The wall covered in blood, emanated in overpowering stench. Hold on, something's off. This bone on the ground, they don't look kind of small. They look kind of small. They eat kids. Looking closer, they were all bones of little ones, not big ones. Even the larger one seems to like women's, none from men. Oh my god. Could it be? A shiver ran down my spine as I realized something was wrong. I hear the music changes! That was quick!
娘だ小娘がいたぞ
As I rush out, a voice called from a distance. From a nearby house stepped out a villager. Warney wearing torn clothes somewhere in his 40s. This guy looked rough, eyes dark, with a green gleam like a wild animal. Sure enough, the village wasn't quite dead yet. This village just started cannibalizing. From the bone left to the ground, they began with lambs and even ate some ewes. Our lambs were in danger.
おいよそ者だ馬を引いてるそれに小娘も食えるぞ食え食え食え
Oh my fucking god! One villager shouted and another burst from different houses. Soon after, I saw 4 or 5 villagers coming out from nearby house. Their eyes glowed green, bodies wobbling as they rushed toward the fake horse and lambs. Xinghua next to me went pale with fears, and Hong-er and Chu-er tried to run back, but they were tied up and couldn't escape. To them, this hungry villager looked like a scary monster. Get lost! I shouted furiously, warning the village rushing toward us. One villager, red-eyed with anger, didn't listen to me and still dashed toward the lamb. What a damn idiot! I cursed silently and hurried and closed the distance. The guy was on the verge of passing out from hunger and wasn't running very fast. I quickly get caught up. Instead of stabbing, I lift my foot and kick him hard. He'd been starving for days, barely able to walk straight. Light as a feather, one kick sent him flying near 10 steps. The crazy hungry guy tumbled on the ground, rolling over 3 times. After falling to the ground, he lay twisted on the ground, bones like broken. He coughed blood and then stared wide-eyed at the sky, gasping like a dying fish. My kick might have ended being fatal, but hey, he wanted to eat our lambs. He probably ate his own already. If I took his life, he had it coming. Back off, I got a sword. Whoever tried to snatch, I'll kill. I shouted as the approaching villagers, keeping the lambs safe behind me. And I pulled out my sword, pointing at them. The sunlight glinting off the blade, making the villagers step back in fear.
猿どもめ俺たちの相手になるとでも大勢殺してきたんだお前らを殺すなんか造作もないことさ仲間に手を出したら俺たちの兄弟が何十人もやってきてこの村を滅ぼすからな
None without his blade too, adding to our show of force. Smart move, acting like bandits and threatening backup. Normally we wouldn't dare. Even the toughest bandit wouldn't dare raid a village without lots of men. But now they were weak from hunger, probably not thinking straight. And it's bad year. This village was too far from any official soldier to reach, so no worries about them warning the nearby towns. Villagers, seems to how it looked, didn't dare to come closer. The troublemaker from earlier plopped down to the ground and kneeling.
命ばかりはお助けよお助けよ村には何もないんだ同官の兵士様がやってきて
Oh my god!
だと言って食料をかっさらった
The official from the Dongguan took all food.
従軍させられました
Ah, so basically they took... It's not them that eating the villager kid. They even took some of village girls for the army.
この村には何も残っておりません
It's because of the government, the shit
手出しをすること
government.
もできませんでした
Exactly, this is what I said. sometimes people do evil thing. It's not because they want to do evil thing. They don't have any other choice. Like you were hungry as fuck. And it's because the government in this case, maybe not in not in our government or whatever, the government didn't help him. And what the government do? The official from Tongguan took all our food a few days ago to hunt bandits. Bullshit. The official itself is the bandit. Why do you take all the food? It's crazy. It's bizarre. Like the government doesn't even help the people. I glanced at the villager nearby and far, counting them quietly. 17. That's how many villagers I saw. There were no men, no kids. They said the women were taken by official soldier. And the women and kids were taken were probably eaten by them. You don't know if there were more villagers. Like anyway, gotta be more cautious around them. These folks now, not much different from wild beasts.
慌てるな。俺たちは金のためにやってきたんじゃない。
Same one who extort you. Yeah, exactly that
竜
thing.
英福というやつを探してるだけだ。
竜英福
They ran guns once ago.
逃げた？
先月兵士が賊を討伐するために村へ若者を捕まえに来ました。
Okay.
逃げ足の速いやつめ。どこに逃げた？
わかりません。東は被害が軽微なため、おそらく東に向かっていた。
If you knew the east was safer, why didn't you all run?
逃げたさ。村の人々のほとんどは逃げてしまいました。
Okay, so they were probably...
東へ行く者、この村に残ったのは、ほとんどが老いぼれた体で、こうなったら、せめて先祖代々暮らしてきた土地で死にたい。のたれ死にするよりマシだ。
God damn it, man. I don't know. I have a mixed feelings about this villager actually. I know they done the bad deed, but at the same time, the reason why they do it is because of the fucking bloody officer. It's because their condition. It's not that they are actually a bad person or anything. I mean, if you are pushed so much to the corner, I think some people will break down. You can't help it. The villager looked at us from a distance, their eyes showing resignation. His idea did make sense. These folk, even if facing dire, they won't leave. Running away or joining rebels mean more danger for them, and they end up might dying here. It hit me the folk like me and Tang always moving around might be the minority. Yeah, people like me is the minority. I always move around. Most folk probably live and die in one place.
交換よ。
Just as I was thinking, the villager called me again. I looked at him, confused, not sure what he wanted to
息
say.
子は戦いに行ったと言いましたが、何のしょ。そう勝ちよ。災害が終わったら、あなたたちのために。
The villager knelt down, pleading with me and
お
Tang.
香を焚きます。
I mean, should we give them food? I mean, they already told us about our men, right? Like, I think, like, for example, right, he said... So Tang actually asked for the guy named Liu Yongfu, and the villager actually tell us what is it. Maybe, I mean, think of it as a payment, I guess. I know they actually up to no good, but I think, like the information shouldn't come for free, right? Even if we don't want to help them, think about as a payment for our information. Maybe it will bite me. Maybe this guy will become a cannibalism, and probably like later down the road, they will chase me because I'll give them food. The rest all doesn't so follows with tears in their eyes. So basically they are begging. One by one, they start to bowing their heads. Should I share some food with them? Like, okay. If someone come to you If someone come to me, beg me for food, and I probably eat something, you know what? I think I will share some food with them. Because I believe the other food, God will provide me the food. You know? So I could share some food with them. And later maybe I believe there will be someone else that will share some food with them. It is tough, right? I know we saw whatever happened, but at the same time, I think it's okay. I think sharing a little bit of food with them, they probably die, but at least we do some kindness, right? At least they feel the kindness in, like, I mean, I don't know, like, you see, think about it, like, first they get robbed by the government. And if we actually don't share the food with them, all they feel is just an anger. All they never feel kindness. Sharing some food with them probably doesn't relieve their problem. But if they do something bad later, it's not our problem. But if we share food with them, it means, okay, it means we show them kindness. And maybe, and just maybe, they will actually become a better person. I think I will share some food with them. I know, like, why would you share some food with people that eating other people? They become a bad person because of the condition, okay? Think about it. Like, the reasons why they become bad, the reason why they become a criminal here is because there is no other option. And who am I to judge them? I will share some food. Tang. Moved by a sense of pity, I pulled Tang aside.
ダメだ。
Come on, Tang, come on. He cut me off before I could even speak. A resolute look on his face. He knew what I was going to suggest.
りょう、こんな時に善人ぶってんじゃねえぞ。さっきの死体見なかったのか。
It doesn't matter. I know they were corpses. I know. But at the same time, it's not a matter. Like, you don't need, like, even the son, right? In a way, it's good deed to help them. In another, you already have a little food thanks to the earlier robber, and you have 4 kids to feed. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, giving a little kindness to them, I don't know. I just feel like it's good to actually give a little kindness. Just probably not much. Maybe it will bite me down the road because now there is another. Okay, this is the thing though. Probably if I share this food, I probably regret later because now I probably get hungry and something happened to our lamb. But you know what? I will still share. It's okay.
こいつらは上で行かれちまって自分の仲間すら食った。でも俺たちを食おうとはしなかった。こいつらの両親が働いているのか？いやいや、臆病だからに決まってる。
I mean, it doesn't matter. The sun shines for everyone, right? You can be kindness for everyone. Whether the one that you kindness at will do something bad or not, it's not your problem anymore. I don't know. This is difficult. Holy fuck, this game really make me think. Much more thinking. Like, I don't know. Like, if I was in the situation, if I was Rio, will I give the food? I think I will share because I don't eat much. I told you I only eat once a day, right? Sometimes with a fried egg, it become like twice a day.
俺たちは族だ。あいつらよりも悪党なんだ。あいつらは食料を奪ったら俺たちに殺されると分かってるから、食べ物を与えたら奴らは貪欲になって俺たちを恐れなくなる。満腹になったら力が出たら俺たちは
You can't. If you keep on thinking something bad like this, there will be no kindness. If you keep on thinking something bad like this, there will be no kindness in the world. But at the same time, we need to be wary who we are kind to. I understand that, but I don't know. Anyway, this is just a game, right? If worse things worse, we repeat from this point, no? Ang was right. These people might be groveling now, but that doesn't mean they're innocent and weak. We're low on food already, not much to spare. If we give them anything, they'll come back for more. They might even follow us and try to kill us later. The house full of horses was a grim reminder. No food, not a bit. Listen up, no horses, no food. Anyone try to rob, I'll kill them. We brandish our blade, carrying a kneeling villager. Making away with the lambs, we left Sigo village far behind. We still doesn't give him food. It doesn't matter. It's okay. We have a voice of reason. His tongue is the voice of reason. I mean, not like anything bad happened in the past two choice. Roy, don't remind me, Roy. Yo, we don't give the food because of tongue, okay? That's when we start planning our next move. What now?
どうしようもない。東へ向かおう。
Okay, we're going keep going. Is not enough food already, Sanzo?
十分あったのに。あの兵士どもに半分取られて。
We got to Dongguan, it's
よ
close.
よく道館へ行く案内人がいても子羊どもの説明がつかない。兵士に聞かれたら死ぬだけだ。
Wen
文
Xiang.
教かな。あいつは文教にも似たような宿屋を持ってる。それに俺の友達もそこにいる。
Okay, we are going to Wen Xiang. We have to stretch our foot, so we tighten our belts and walk a bit further. I told Tang and the lambs too. They said I wonder if the lambs got why I turned those villagers down. They begged, but I refused to feed them. But they didn't see the room full of bones. I didn't know what happened there. Can they understand this? What do I pick actually? I pick... Tong is the one Alistair had no food. Can this lamb understand how hunger can make folks act like a wild animal? Losing their mind and resorting to cannibalism? Probably not. We went southeast to Wenxiang. To avoid the hungry folk from Silgufilo, we traveled extra at night. The lambs were exhausted after 2 hours walking, so we took a break. I made a fire and gave the lambs rations and water. Maybe because I said we left ration for a while, or because they saw those hungry people, the lambs ate the rations seriously today. They held the tasteless rations like treasure, savoring every bite carefully. How far is Wenxiang from here? Taking a bite from my rations, I asked Tang, settled across from me.
近くはないし遠くもない。3、4日ほどだ。泉州は詳しいんだろ。文教は泉州の南西にある。3日の道のりだ。
Tang talked about how far and which way, and when he brought us Sanzo, I got an idea. Didn't seem like when we were talking too many extra steps. After that, Tang fell asleep. My turn to keep watch, wouldn't have been able to sleep anyway. Those villagers got me thinking. First fierce and mad, then scarce and humble. They like sheep? No. They fought for survival. Sheep are more numb, taking the pain without a peep. Wolves? No. Too pathetic, begging their knees. So what were they? What animal?
竜様
As I thought about the villager from earlier, I heard soft call nearby. It was Mansui calling me. What's up? I look at her with confusion.
いや私です
Need to go? Okay. I untied Mansui and took the spot downwind, about 50 steps away. She really need to go, no fooling this time. She was shy and asked me to give some space. I couldn't see anything, but I heard some noise. After she finished, she took a bit longer before coming back to me.
ありがとうございました
You were
夜
scared
は
of the
暗いから
dark.
怖いですよ暗いのは怖い夜に一人で歩く勇気もありません
Oh, speaking of which, you scared of those villagers earlier?
怖かった私たちを食べたそうだった竜様今日は皇様と家を見てたけど 何があったんですか？
Should we tell her though? I mean, she's already adult, right? And we need to trust her, right? We need to build trust to each other, no? I think I will just tell her. She curious asked me, should I tell her what's in the house? Tell the truth. I'm going to actually trust her now. Tell her. This one tougher than the rest. She can handle it. Yeah, exactly. It will be a good scare. Might toughen her up a bit. In that house, there were rooms with a wooden board covered in board meat, blood all over the walls.
人間の
Yeah, lots of folks, mostly kids. The village was his bad. Folks starving, so they start eating kids. What's in the house was just leftover. Keeping an eye on her reactions. She looked surprised when I told her, but didn't seem to frighten. Roy. She looked surprised when I told her, but didn't seem to frighten. Maybe she's just acting tough. If I were her age, I'd be scared out of my wits by that hallucine.
りょう様、他の子は私が喋れることをコウ様に言わないでしょうか？
As I wondering if she was scared of that house, she hit me with question out of nowhere. No, they are too scared of him. Wouldn't dare to talk back.
そうですよね。みんなコウ様を恐れていますし、前に水樹を殺そうとしたし。あ、みんなりょう様のことは好きだと思います。何かあったらいつもりょう様を呼ぶし。
Roy, look at that. I'm a good guy. Stop with the sweet talk. I haven't forgotten how you close to killing me.
りょう様って根に持つのね。
Does your butt still hurt?
痛くない。
Is what you said about your sister and swine demon true?
本当です。落葉に着いたら私たちは妖怪の食卓に送られる。
Maybe she's actually telling the truth, but why her sister? Why using the story of her sister? She doesn't have sister.
でも私は怖くない。姉さんの仇を撃つんだ。
I don't get it. What is the sister this? Like, does she actually use some kind of metaphor for her sister? So it's not actual sister, but she just want to detach herself. Something happened to her family. I don't know. I frowned, staring at her intently. She looked determined, not like she was lying. She was lying about the sister parts, though. When she said revenge, I could feel her resolve. So she want to actually do revenge to this swine demon. But how could an 11-year-old kid seek revenge against a man-sweating swine demon? If it's true, should I really take them there? I felt into it, not good. As a wolf, I shouldn't even care about this question. The lives of the lone were none of my concerns. I live for me, not them. Hey, okay, I think that's it. Today, it's a really long story. Do you want to know what happened if I keep it secret?
りょう様、今日はコウ様と家を見てたけど、何があったんですか？
What if I keep a secret there? Let's see. I pushed my lips there inside. I didn't want to mention what in there. It wasn't something to discuss in detail. Even though she seemed older, it's too much for her to handle. And she didn't need to know. Didn't
り
ask
ょう
again.
様、他の子は私が喋れることを
Never mind. You know what? Never mind. I think I will just go for the... I don't think this is the right thing. I think I will just... Doesn't even ask. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. I think that's it for today, right? We've been through so much. I'm going to see the flow chart. 20%. So basically, there's a sweet chapter. We are going to watch this tomorrow, and there will be something. It's I don't know. This game is something though. It's crazy, isn't it? Who would have thought this game really make me think about things? Like it make me think about things much more than Final Fantasy, really. Like, because there are so many things in this game It's so close to us. And everything for us, we take it for granted. Think about it. We take our family for granted. We take our food for granted. We take even our situation for granted. And this game really shows me some people are really that unfortunate. And some people, yeah, it's a very good game. And some people are actually criminal not because he enjoy being criminal, because the situation make them criminal. It's crazy, isn't it? A random game by a random company, a random game by random company actually make a very good game. Holy shit. You know what I will do, Roy? I will buy the game, another game from this company. I will buy all the game from this company if they have any. And we are going to play all the games, okay? I think they will give us so many life lessons. Think about it. And with that, I don't even need to actually struggling with everything. This is just point and click, and if I die, I just load. And it's actually nice. I can just talk about things and how I feel about the world. It's very good. I really enjoy the game. It's a solid game. I'm glad I played this game. Okay, I think tomorrow I want to play this game again. Tomorrow I will stream at the same time, around the same time, right around about 2 hour-ish. Yeah, about the same time. It's so good. The game is so good. Thanks for coming, Roy, and chatting with me about this life lessons from the Hungry Lamb. It's really good. This game is good. I really recommend it. I think I really recommend this game for anyone. We don't know what happened at the end, right? So the visual, everything, the story, the character, I like it. I like it. And the reason why I like this visual novel, you know, most time if you play visual novel, right, they always have like romance that is being forced to MC. But there is no romance being forced in this game. This game talk about something else. This game doesn't show you with, oh, you need to pick some girls. Yeah, pick out of 4. No. This game tell you a lesson and you actually think about it. It's crazy, isn't it? From a random company. And this game is so great. It's crazy. I will actually finish this game, really. I think there are a lot of things. I'm not gonna look. I don't want to actually spoil myself. But yeah, it's so good. Like 20% is really legit. It's so good, man. Alright. That's it for today. I'm going to actually prepare tomorrow. I need to work early in the morning. And after working, I will finish my work, and then I will continue this game tomorrow. I'm really looking forward.